That's what I think. Dad, say hello to my viewers.
Hey, what's going on?
Nice. So I'm editing the photos from United Way right now, getting that wrapped up, settling in here in Minnesota, trying to get back into jiu-jitsu, trying to get a gym set up, trying to get a barber to get a haircut and stuff, trying to get used to my sister's crazy cat, but just reminding myself why I chose to do all of this in the first place. You know, I wrote in my journal this morning for the first time in a little while, probably in a couple weeks, you know, and not lose sight of why I set out to do all this stuff in the first place. Don't feel sorry for me. So some days, you know, can kind of start feeling down or think that can happen in order to get you to reevaluate your why. And that why, like I said, is usually dictated by a feeling. It's not just theological. So, anyway, what you gotta say about that? This cat has bit me twice now. So I'm getting used to him. I think he's getting used to me. Alright, Lucky. That's enough, bro. Lucky, get down. Get down, bro. Get down. Ah! Dude, I feel like a friggin' real YouTuber right now. This might be the temporary setup for now at my sister's desk. Let me show you guys. That's what we're rocking with. Tripod right there. Computer right here. Computer 8600 with the C-stand. Literally on top prop light setting. I'm gonna get started hanging some of my two pictures. That one is my print, and then the other one is just something I thrifted. I might also hang this carpet company skate deck, but I'm gonna have to drill holes in the wall for that, so I might wait for that. Kind of cool, somewhere like there. But yeah, I'm gonna get started with the easy stuff. My print. Spent $420 on having this printed and framed, so I better fucking hang it. Interesting. So I guess I'll nail this into the wall, and then it'll just be like an anchor. Thing is, I'm gonna sit on a desk at some point, like here probably. So I kind of want to go like a little high-ish, but like eye level's good. So like, I wonder if I should hang it vertically. I actually can't because of the way that they set up the hardware. Might be a little bit over to the right. Shit, almost died. That works. That's pretty cool. Voila! Art! Yeah. That's what I spent $420 on. Let's see. Let me put some light on it. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Alright, so now I guess I'll hang. But I don't know what to do now. Because I'm thinking I'm going to put like a desk here. And I guess the desk, like I said, will sit about this high probably. The laptop might be like up here. That's fine. Like, should I just fucking put the Rolls Royce thing right here too? Maybe I should. Maybe it should just be a corner of my shit because it's gonna get the window light there, and I'll have a desk there. So like this guy I got from my friend Aaron. This is one of my other prints, but I don't know how well it was maintained when I drove out, so I don't know if I'll frame that one. Put it like right here. It's weird. Weird. It's definitely not how it's supposed to go. I don't know how to hang things. Alright, I put a nail in the wall. I don't think I'm doing this right. I also, there's no way I'm doing this right. And I'm embarrassed to show this because I probably look like an idiot. But I put wire on the back here. This is probably too high. I feel like it's gonna do some fucking weird shit. But I might have to, now that I'm looking at it, I bet you I'm supposed to wire it either across or maybe fuck. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, that looks awful. That's not what we're going for. How does this look? Okay. What is this one done? Is it just not tight enough? I'm gonna try. Oh shit. I'm gonna try to put the wiring up here instead. Okay, I wasn't recording, but I think I did it right. It actually doesn't look half bad. There's my sacrificial altar of heat, of fly dude shit. I'm gonna put, like I said, desk, probably like an L desk, but it's working. I guess that's how you do it. Figuring it out on the fly. So I just gotta put a wire back there. Tie that shit. Since I know this is gonna be my main spot for stuff first, I figured I can put those two things there. If I get any more stuff, I can fill up the other corners of the bedroom. But again, I don't know exactly how long I'll be here. I told Sophie already, maybe like a year or two. So I don't want to go like overboard, but for now, this is sick. I am gonna have to find a spot for this skateboard. But at least like the corner behind me right here, I've been keeping this strobe there, which to me that's decoration. So I'm probably gonna leave that there, and then I don't know. I gotta figure out where to put the skateboard. Maybe there, or maybe somewhere on this big portion of wall, or even over my bed somewhere. So, new drip. So, I bought a desk and a chair off Amazon. Don't kill me. Boop. That'll go right where you're standing. Right here. Right here. So, I guess I'll put it this way. Maybe over a little bit. Hopefully it'll fit. And just a chair. And then, I'll have a spot to record from. I guess also what I may do, and why it's cool to have the artwork right here, is that when I'm filming myself with my light seated or something, kind of ties everything together on a vibe. I really don't have much decor, as you can tell, which is why it was easy for me to move out here. Could even hang this like right here, but I just want to keep it in the corner. Although it's kind of silly because then I'm not actually decorating the room, but who knows? Maybe for my purposes that is fine. Actually, it would look pretty fucking dope right there. But then this really just becomes my my altar of drip. This is like literally one of the only other decorative things I have. Is this pack of Marlboro parts. And then I got my clothes and my shoes. That's my decoration. Show you guys what I've been working on this morning. This is for two of my buddies. They have a clothing brand, a streetwear brand called Pleasant Brigade. And we shot this, I think, last month while I was still in Baltimore. My little brother did the modeling. My brother Eamon. Working on getting this done. I did some cool shit with this where I put like crazy stuff in the background because the brand is like centered around military stuff, and specifically this set is supposed to be more like Vietnam-esque. So we shot in a park outside Baltimore, but then like I used AI to put like fire and like airplanes and shit. This is like their old season hoodie, so it's World War II, I think, or Korean War or something. But still, I made it. This photo's hard as shit. Yeah, that's dope as fuck. And so until my desk comes in the mail from Amazon on Friday, I'm editing either here in my bed or in the living room. But Sophie's still asleep, so I don't want to wake her up. I just posted the Pleasant Brigade photos that I was telling you guys about. I think they came out pretty fucking hard. Threw in the BTS there too. I think they look sick as fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped about how that set turned out. See what becomes of that. 'Cause that was kind of my first time shooting streetwear in a long time, really. And I did this stuff where, like, if you can tell, like, I did use AI Photoshop to, like, create those background elements. I think I already showed you guys that in the last clip. But I just did this one, too, where it's got like a military barracks behind him. That's my brother. That's my brother Eamon. And then this one I just did of Kedrick with the helicopters flying by. It's pretty sick. See, sometimes AI can be cool. I don't know. Work for that. I've been putting together a bookshelf for Sophie since last night, so I'm gonna get to that. Taking a break from being Bob the Builder for a little bit. I'm gonna get changed, take a shower, and head out to the gym. Get a little pump in, maybe a little run, a little bit of calisthenics. So, anyway, I'll get to it. I'm not gonna record in the gym quite yet. I will wait until I feel more comfortable to do that. I'm back from the gym. Time to cook. A few things I want to mention real quick. So over the coming months, perhaps October, November, December, my sister Sophie and I are going to be flying with my mom and my brother for my grandfather's memorial service. He passed away last October. We'll be going to England for that. Our grandfather was in a prominent English rock band, the Yardbirds. He was their rhythm guitarist, and he was also a very accomplished photographer. Ironically, he photographed Led Zeppelin's first album cover, or at least the back image of the 4 band members. So we're gonna head over there and pay our respects, and yeah. Other than that, I got confirmation for a work trip next month to Houston for United Way. And then I'm also driving back to Baltimore next month. My sister Sophie and I are supposed to go to Thailand as well in December. So, fingers crossed that that's happening, and that'll be fun. And, I'm going to be vlogging in that too. So, I've got those things lined up. Probably going to be a few more traveling things for United Way as well. So, going to be a lot of flying. And then driving too. I'm driving back to Baltimore end of next month. So, yeah, wish me luck. Voila. Food is done. And I cook with a headlamp on because I'm a weirdo. I can't really see otherwise. It's nothing special. But I fried up some chicken breast, some sauteed some onions and some mushrooms, and I cooked some rice. So that's dinner for me. I'm going to tell you guys about 2 books that really changed my life. The first one, I'll put right here. Okay, hopefully I did that right, because I've never done that before. First book is The Artist's Way. I'd never heard of it. I know a lot of people have heard of it, and it might even come across as cliche. But really, I attribute pretty much my entire creative shift this past year to that book and the program that's outlined in it. My sister actually got it for me for Christmas last year, and I started it on, I think, December 31st, and I had journaled all the way through pretty much till today, although if I'm being honest, I've been a little bit off of it lately since the move and all the travel and everything, but this is my second journal. I've gone through one full one already. I don't have it with me. I also don't have the book with me. It's with my dad in Baltimore, so I gotta go get that. But anyway, that book, phenomenal. I feel like I can even show you guys how much my Instagram changed around that time, because I just started breaking the rules and I started pulling artistic inspiration from other art forms and other mediums, and from film, from books, from literature, from paintings, from music. So I was really pulling inspiration from all over the place, and learning to play creatively again, have fun with these things, and take myself out on these artist dates and stuff, and make it a priority to really hone in on my creativity. But like I said, well, I actually can't even show you guys, but like my Instagram it wasn't as cool as it is today before, my opinion, but it was cool. But this was right when I started The Artist's Way, so like pretty much the entire shift that I had made since then, and I've just gotten weirder and weirder and taking more and more risks creatively since then. So really, I credit my sister, shout out my sister Sophie for copying me that book, and then Julia Cameron, the author, putting together a fantastic book, and program. It's really the program. I mean, it's the envisioning your future, envisioning yourself now, a lot of affirmations, a lot of like Neville Goddard, I am kind of stuff, a lot of manifestations, a lot of thinking about who you would be without any limitations, and pulling inspiration from everywhere, including up high, from God, whatever you may call God. I can't recommend that book enough, honestly. I'd probably read it again and do the whole program once over. So, really, really recommend it. The second book, it's only 2 books that I'm going to recommend that I've really put time into this year. One of my closest friends, Eddie, put me onto this, the Bhagavad Gita, specifically Paramahansa Yogananda's copy. I'm still on volume 1, but I've read like 350 pages or something. Between that and my own spiritual practice, which is essentially an amalgamation of Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, even mysticism, esotericism, the Kabbalah, Hermeticism, Taoism, pretty much everything. But that being said, that book has been integral as well. Really getting in touch with myself, healing my subconscious mind, reprogramming my subconscious mind, healing my central nervous system, getting in touch with God, how I feel God to be, and pulling that into my creativity and my discipline and my vision for myself and for people around me and my future and all these things. So those 2 books have been fantastic. Side note, Eddie, who gave me this book, was also the friend who got me into jiu-jitsu. So shout out Eddie, between giving me a fantastic book, life-changing book, and getting me started in jiu-jitsu, which is another one of the things that I started late last year, early this year, depending on how you want to say when I started. So yeah, those are 2 books that I couldn't recommend really anymore. Those 2 books changed my life. What up? I dropped a print collection. It is titled WESTWARD, and it's a series of 7 images that I took spanning from 2022 through as recently as literally like 2 months ago, 2026. So yeah, check it out. I'll put the link in the bio. Get you some artwork for your home or office. Maybe I'm gonna have to drop a photo zine next. Don't have Joshua Tree on my wrist for nothing. So it's the next day. I sold a print. Shout out the homie Wyatt. Bought the long distance print at 10 by 20. So shout out Wyatt. Thank you, bro. It's gonna look sick in your house or office. I am going to the Academy MMA. I'm gonna go try and sign up for jiu-jitsu. Hopefully they have no-gi today because I'm bringing my rash guard set. Also, I'm bringing my shorts from Ground Control. So hopefully that's not weird, but c'est la vie. So, they didn't actually have a noon class. They only had a 10 and 11 class, so I was kind of late for that. But I did sign up. Didn't get to put on my fly rash guard. Did sign up though, so I'll start going Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And honestly, the gym there is sick. They also have a weight room, which is cool, so maybe I can even cancel my membership at the weightlifting gym around the corner from here. But I did get a shirt. Combat athlete. I'm hyped to get back on the mats, honestly, because I think for my mental health even, I've been missing that shit. You might also be able to tell, I got a haircut. So I went to this barber that I had seen on IG around the corner from the crib. Ask for Freddy. Also, my desk came. So, I'm gonna put that shit together and I'll do it on video. 48-inch walnut desk. Sophie and I have so many boxes of stuff that just need to be tossed. This is all I wanted. I really didn't want anything complicated. Sup? You don't like the fat meme or my belly. So at least I'm only probably going to use my laptop here. But the only outlet's all the way in the far corner of the room. Take 2 of what I was saying. There's no outlet here. Is the only problem. So I'm gonna have to get an extension cord to run from the corner of the bedroom. There's an outlet back there. And yeah. But it actually looks kind of dope. Looks kind of dope. Yo, this is actually sick. This look dope. So this is gonna be, I got this like mid-century modern chair. So blah 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 blah. We're talking from right here. I think I'll probably put this deck here, and I don't know. It's just my corner of shit. Also, peep my shirt. Let's get it, baby. You know, might be weird to some people, given that I'm like 28 years old, but I actually haven't had a cool desk setup pretty much in my entire adult life, probably not even since childhood. So I'm actually really stoked for this. And I think that this is going to unlock a lot of opportunities. I pretty much lived out of a suitcase and in not as good of living situations for like the past 10 years. So this is really cool for me. I bought a ghost hanger. For the skate deck. So I'll hang it up here. I think like that, it's probably cool. Shout out Carpet Company. Baltimore's very own piece of home that's come with me to Minneapolis. And then I also bought this mushroom lamp and a 15-foot power cord because there's no socket here. The socket is all the way over there in the corner of the room. So, but yeah, then I'll be able to plug in the lamp, my computer, charge my cameras, charge flashes, my phone, all that kind of shit. And I'll probably put the light, so the lamp will go in the corner, and it'll be like a little orange ambient. What's up, y'all? Should I start making music again? Or at least try to? I bought this MIDI like a year ago, and I used it for like a month or two, and I was getting pretty excited about making house music. I was using Ableton and Logic Pro and stuff like that. I never bought the software, but maybe now I will. What do you guys think? Should I try and make music here? Also, while I'm at it, something that I'm going to keep a little bit on the DL. I'm working on a creative rebrand, as some people may already be able to tell. In particular, I'm going to make a new website. So I'm going to have my Thomas McTeer photography website. That'll be like my commercial, corporate, editorial, nonprofit, clean, professional work. And then I'm going to create McTeer Studios, which will be more of my creative work. So streetwear, music, filmmaking, content creation, creative direction, fashion. Still some editorial stuff, but more like avant-garde, more like my Instagram style. Also my personal projects and then my print work. So it'll just be more like my creative mind in its entirety. Take it or leave it. So, but my buddy Prosper is building the website for me. I can't wait to share it once it's done and promote his work because he's killing it. We're working on a logo for it. He's also doing the graphic design for it. So these are a few samples right now. Pretty sick. So we'll see what we end up going with. Took some inspiration from Marlboro, took some photo inspiration, some filmmaking inspiration. For the website, we're also taking inspiration from editorial magazines like Playboy, Vintage Marlboro ads, Vintage Bape, Vintage Supreme, if you can call it Vintage Supreme, Vintage Rolling Stones. Like, I really like the vintage magazine look, so we're gonna go with that, and keep you guys posted on how it looks. I tried to go to the gym, and both Los Campeones, the weightlifting gym, wasn't closed, but it closes at 3, and they had like some type of powerlifting event, so I was like, there's no parking and shit. And then I was like, let me go to the academy and go lift there, but they close at 1 o'clock, and it's like 12:30 right now, so I circled back home. I got a yoga mat. I'm gonna try and get some body weight stuff in, some push-ups, some V-ups, some sit-ups, some planks. I'll probably do like incline push-ups as well. I'll bring a stool in here and then some Bulgarian split squats and bodyweight squats. And then I did the OG dude room thing, and I went ahead and I copped a pull-up bar for the door frame. So I'm prepping mainly for the winter, because that's what I'm wondering about is like in the winter, if I literally can't leave the house, I want to still be able to get a decent workout in. So I think with that, and then like the body weight routine that I do, that's good enough to like tide me over. Home workout montage. Alright, that's a workout. I figure I should show you guys a hidden talent of mine. Yeehaw! My extension cord came in the mail. Voila. Nondescript. Alright, I'm gonna plug it in. Power. My pull-up bar also came, so I can get fucking shredded in my bedroom. Look like this man. My chair came in for my desk setup, and also I took the sickest street photos. I went to the Walker Art Center, and then I crossed over one of the freeways and got some really, really dope shots of the Minneapolis skyline that I'm going to be posting on IG, and maybe I can share in the video later. But yeah, I'm going to get this chair in here, get it set up. I also went to Lake Nokomis earlier today. Today's the same day, by the way, as when I got the electrical cord. I just changed my clothes. But we went to the lake, which was sick. We suntanned. Went with my sister and our cousin Molly and her boyfriend Robbie and their dog Rue, her little chihuahua. And we just suntanned and we swam, and we hit up High-Low Diner this morning for brunch, bussin'. So anyway, having a good time out here. Alright, you guys have probably gotten tired of seeing me build shit for this video, so I'm just gonna cut to when this is built. I'm about to put the finishing touches on the chair. It's pretty much done. Thought you guys might enjoy this part. The satisfaction of Is it on? Wow, it's on. Wow. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Oh, this is nice. It's actually firmer than I thought it would be, but I'm not complaining because that's what I need. Especially to crack my fucking back. Nice. So now, all I'm waiting for is my lamp and, oh, the thing to hang my skate deck. Other than that, this shit is pretty much done. Finna go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, wish me luck at my new gym. Back from the gym, I got, my rash guard is like completely drenched. I got cooked for like a whole hour by this dude that's a purple belt. Just like whooped my ass. But I'm hyped. Supposedly it's like one of the best gyms in the country with one of the best instructors in the country, Greg Nelson, so. Yo, my desk setup is complete. I filmed a whole segment about installing this skate deck and a lamp, but my JBL mic audio cut out for some reason. So I'm refilming this now. Unfortunately, I do not have the process of it all being put together. I apologize. But I'm new to long form content, so I'm doing my best. Side note, I thrifted some fucking Johns today. Vintage Harley. Got some Carpet Company out here in Minneapolis. Got some Beams Champion. And I got this hat. Shout out my sister Sophie. Shout out her tattoo shop, Grand Avenue Tattoo. Shout out her boss Ransom. Also got these shorts, these Reebok shorts today. And my fit was also really cool today. I was hoping to show you guys that, but it's too late now. Anyway, check it out. There it is. Got the deck, Rolls-Royce Pegasus, lamp, my own print, and then all my stuff. And my new desk, my new chair, and just this thing taking up half the room. But yep, that's a wrap for this video. I'm going to have to figure out a reason for you guys to want to watch the next one, but I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.